Frank Fritz turned into a Truth TV famous person, a man with the ardor for uncovering forgotten treasures, and a family call on American pickers. However, at the back of the laughter, the superb finds, and the road trips, there has been a darker story, one filled with struggles, heartbreak, and a tragic twist that nobody noticed coming. What really came about to Frank and what caused his devastating downfall? Stay with us as we discover the untold tale of Frank Fritz's final days. Frank Fritz's upward thrust to repute for the duration of his time the arena knew. And cherished Frank Fritz to the viewers, he became more than just a Truth TV famous person. He changed into a passionate collector, a skilled picker, and a man who grew to become his love for antiques into a lifelong career. Born on October 11, 1963 in Davenport, Iowa, Frank Fritz evolved a deep appreciation for collectibles and antiques at a young age. Not like maximum kids his age who have been attracted to sports activities or video games, Fritz determined himself. Inquisitive about records, he spent his childhood scouring flea markets, storage sales, and antique shops, captivated with the aid of the hidden treasures. Humans regularly unnoticed his dad and mom, who had been also pro-collectors of their very own, proper nurtured this interest and endorsed his interest inside the factors of the beyond useless to say. This early publicity to the arena of antiques sparked a lifelong passion that could pay off more than he should ever dream of. Fritz's fascination with antiques grew over time, and by the point he became an equipped person, he was properly versed inside the art of choosing, locating valuable gadgets hidden in the most not likely locations, despite the needs of his professional and emotional life. Fritz in no way overpassed his past love. For over 25 years, he worked as a hearth and safety inspector, but his authentic ardor continually lay in the search for uncommon and ancient artifacts. On weekends and during his spare time, he might challenge out to seek for hidden gemstones to feature to his developing collection. This manner, he slowly built a reputation in the antique collecting network and was recognized for his sharp eye, keen attention to detail, and notable capacity to locate gadgets of great value. Sooner or later, Fritz realized that his actual calling lay in unearthing forgotten relics, and so he made the bold decision to go away. His constant activity and pursue his dream complete time, he took a soar of faith, knowing that his love for antiques become greater than only a hobby. It turned into a potential profession as a count number of truth. Fritz believed that the earth itself is a treasure and that its real potential changed into yet to be capitalized upon. And so with that choice, he opened Frank's Unearths and vintage store devoted to showcasing particular historical artifacts. The store speedily became a hub for antique enthusiasts, curious customers alike. Fritz's reputation as an informed and passionate picker unfolded fast, and he became well known for his uncanny capability to pick out valuable pieces, whether it become a vintage toy, a vintage signal, or an antique piece of furniture. This developing fulfillment might subsequently pave the manner for his massive wreck on TV. But earlier than that took place, Fritz turned into already nicely on his manner to constructing a thriving commercial enterprise, establishing himself as an expert in his subject. His adventure from a small metropolis picker to a TV persona become fueled through his unwavering determination to his craft and his perception in the price of keeping records via an IQE cow. How American pickers transformed his existence. The whole thing modified for Frank Fritz while he teamed up along with his early life pal Mike Wolfe to create American Pickers in 2010. The display, which premiered at the History Channel, followed the duo as they traveled throughout America on the lookout for antiques, relics, and forgotten treasures hidden in barns, basement, scrapyards, and backyards. Their adventures took them to the maximum surprising places, uncovering records, one object at a time, and respiration, new existence into gadgets that many had long forgotten. Fritz's dynamic presence, blended together with his sharp eye for valuable finds and his capacity to barter offers, made him an instant fan favorite. Viewers have been drawn to his humor, deep expertise of antiques, and proper enthusiasm for records, not like other collectors who focused solely on earnings. Fritz had a unique way of regarding humans' effects, putting up conversations with sellers and getting to know the private tales behind each piece they picked. His pleasant, no-nonsense mindset made him an appropriate counterbalance to Wolfe's enterprise-minded approach. Collectively, they made a compelling duo, one that felt true, informed, and relatable. As American Pickers won traction, the display Speedy became a cultural phenomenon, drawing in tens of millions of viewers who were captivated by means of the thrill of the search. It wasn't just about antiques, it was approximately storytelling records and retaining the beyond each 5-0. Episode showcased forgotten relics and the charming histories attached to them, making records come alive for audiences in a manner that changed into each academic and entertaining. Fritz's ability to interact with collectors and sellers delivered a human touch to the show, making every discover greater than just an item. It had become a bit of a person's personal history. Fritz's role at the display provided him with greater than just fame, it gave him financial balance. The opportunity to show his lifelong ardor into a full-time profession would had, as soon as been a weekend hobby of looking for treasures at flea markets and estate sales, had now come to be his livelihood. His capacity to understand and respect the fee of historic objects grew to become him into one of the maximum reputable pickers inside the business. Beyond the economic fulfillment, American Pickers additionally cemented Fritz's legacy in the global of choosing. He wasn't just a truth TV character, he turned into a historian in his very own right, ensuring that specific relics discovered new life rather than being misplaced to time. Fritz noticed the splendor and importance in each piece. He discovered his passion for amassing was contagious, inspiring countless enthusiasts to realize history in their personal way. Although his journey on American Pickers sooner or later got here to an end, his effect on the show and the antique collecting community stays simple. Fritz helped redefine what it's supposed to be a picker, showing that it became approximately more than simply shopping for and selling it, turned into about preserving the testimonies of the past and sharing them with Destiny generations. His dynamic partnership with Mike Wolf Fritz and Wolf shared extra than just a passion for antiques. They shared an entire lifetime together. As the pair were friends, seeing that middle college developing up in Iowa, the two bonded over their love for selecting, frequently spending their free time scouring storage, income flea markets, and junkyards on the lookout for hidden treasures. Their shared enthusiasm for uncovering forgotten records laid the foundation for what might eventually end up American Pickers. While American Pickers debuted in 2010, it became clear that their lifelong friendship performed a big role within the display's achievement. Their chemistry became plain, and their interactions were both unique and educational, whether or not they had been negotiating deals, uncovering rare finds, or sharing the charming stories at the back of each item. Visitors were drawn to their dynamic Fritz's humor and down-to-earth personality, flawlessly balanced Wolf's fast-speaking, result-orientated persona, making them an engaging duo together. They became their youth ardor, right into a successful TV profession, inspiring millions to appreciate the art of choosing. Beyond the thrill of the hunt, they showed audiences the deeper value of antiques. Their friendship made American Pickers extra than just a truth show. It have become a relatable depiction of buddies, became partners who needed to collaborate to follow his dream, a purpose or so secret, which have become strike the right offers for their commercial enterprise within the speedy-paced real international struggles behind the scenes. This is not to say the adventure became without stormy instances before his demise. American Pickers megastar Frank Fritz finally admitted to the struggles that had been haunting him for years. Battles with health troubles, addiction, and private conflicts that ultimately caused everything, and I just told him that I wasn't mad at him, and that I loved him, and that I cared approximately him so much in his very last moments when Fritz took his closing breath. Wolf became, by using his facet, preserving his hand as his pal struggled. Wolf whispered words of consolation, urging him to let move and locate peace, just cross. Find your mother, he said, hoping to ease his transition. It became a moment of profound resolution. Now, not just for Wolf, however, for Fritz, as nicely emotional tributes from buddies and lovers. Whilst news of Fritz's passing broke, emotional tributes poured in from fans and former colleagues. Mike Wolf, no matter their past tensions, honored his friend with a heartfelt announcement, sharing how an awful lot he had continually cared about him earlier than his demise. American Pickers superstar Frank Fritz eventually admitted his deep appreciation for their friendship, and Wolf took consolation in understanding they'd made peace before the quit. Danielle Colby, an established pal and key parent on American Pickers, paid a heartfelt tribute to Frank Fritz, remembering him for his humor ardor and the years they spent visiting collectively. She noted his infectious enthusiasm for antiques, his ability to make humans chortle, and the endless memories they created through the years regardless of the demanding situations he confronted. She emphasized that Fritz was ever steadfast in his love for his craft. Lovers additionally took to social media to proportion their tributes, flooding systems with favorite Fritz moments from the show, from his witty onliners to the natural exhilaration he displayed whilst discovering uncommon reveals. Visitors reminisced about the pleasure he brought to American Pickers. Many expressed gratitude for the know-how and leisure he furnished, making sure that his legacy he could stay on within the hearts of people who famous him for. Frank Fritz, American Pickers, turned into more than just a television show. It was the conclusion of a lifelong dream. From his early days scouring antique shops to becoming a household name, Fritz had constantly been obsessed on gathering the displays supplied him within super platform to percentage that love, with millions turning what turned into once a hobby into a thriving career. He traveled the USA, met fascinating people, and unearthed hidden gemstones that carried rich histories. Despite the fame and fulfillment, Fritz confronted his fair share of struggles. 27. The pressures of being inside the public eye, non-public fitness battles, and the traces on his friendships took a toll on him. Yet before his demise, American Picker star Frank Fritz ultimately admitted that whilst he wanted a few things, had become out differently. He remained deeply grateful for the adventure he mentioned, the super stories he had, the friendships he built, and the joy he delivered to such a lot of via his paintings. Fritz understood that American Pickers changed into extra than just about buying and promoting antiques. It changed into approximately preserving records and connecting human beings through shared recollections. He wanted to be remembered as someone who genuinely cherished what he did, who made people laugh, along with his quick wit, and who had an unplain ardor for uncovering records as hidden treasures. Even though he is now long past, his legacy certainly lives on. Fans maintain to experience the limitless episodes of American Pickers, finding thought in the manner Fritz approached, choosing with interest and pleasure his effect on the world of antiques. And Fact TV stays simple, and his memory will forever be loved, with the aid of folks who appreciated his contributions to the industry. What do you suspect of the connection between Fritz and Wolf? Let us hear from you within the comment segment underneath. We are hoping you enjoyed this video. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for greater. Thank you so much for looking, and spot you within the next video. And